So this is the EMG Autobot electric speedloader. It's quite small and compact. You can store 1,400 rounds in it. You use a 11.1 volt LiPo battery, which you can actually choose whether it comes with a battery or without a battery, depending on what you want to spend. I didn't have the exact battery, so this is the one that I've already got at home. So we're going to try that one out. Here's the paperwork, so you see the cost there. So it's 60 euros for this one. So I believe this comes from France, because I'm in the UK. Yeah, it comes, there's a website for the Europe, and there's also one for USA. So we're going to try and load up. We've got two 250 round mags, and I've also got a 300 round. It's like an AK style mag. Don't know if you can see that info there. So that's pretty cool. That I bought with that. They come together. I'm also going to see if we can load this magazine as well. It's the only other magazine I've got other than like the M4 style. So we're going to see if they've got an end for that too. So this is, instead of using your Odin speedloader, we're going to use the electric one. And you could also probably take this out on the field, because looking at it, I had a brief look. It's actually quite a nice small compact size, look. Not big at all. If you put that next to your magazine, you can see the size of it. It's not that big at all, really, compared to, if you look at my, I'll just grab my Speedloader, the Vanguard. Size difference. And this is metal and really heavy, and this is like a polymer, like plastic. So yeah, it's light, it's small. You've got the on and off switch here. You've got the open part there where you're going to put your BBs. Here you can change the end. So what's going to happen is, as you push down, this is going to push down. And when it does that, that's when it comes on. And you get all these different ends that you can push on. And you can either, see that little screw there, if you can see it. You can tighten that up, which will lock that into place so it doesn't keep coming off. You don't want to be playing and lose it, so you're likely to tighten that up. I'm only really going to use this one, to be honest, but we're going to have a look at these other ones as well, just to see what we got, because I know some of you might be using different magazines and whatnot. So we've got this end here, it's got like a little groove in it. As I say, I don't have a magazine for that style, but I know some people might. Got this one here, a funny little groove on that. I think that might be potentially for that. That looks like that might fit on that. Like so. I'm going to try that. And it comes with this one as well. And then a little stop, which basically was on there, a little plug. So we're going to try them out. I'm going to fill up some BBs. I like to use the 0.3 gram BBs. And then we're going to put the battery in. Battery goes at the bottom here. Oh, lost that. So we're just going to connect that there. I think it's quite a small size battery that you put in there, to be honest. This one here is just slightly too big. But this is the one I got at home. And the one I ordered, I wanted it to come with a battery, but they didn't have that in stock, so I had to order the one that didn't have the battery. And yeah, this is slightly too long. But you don't have to have it in there, because I can just connect it up. And my idea is I can strap it on the back and just connect them up. So I'm not really going to be carrying this around. I'm just going to be doing this from the bench. So let's connect these up. Just going to plug them in. Right, now we got that connected. Now when you turn that on, which it already is, push down. So as it does that, it starts feeding the BBs up. Simple as that. So I'm just going to quickly load some BBs in. We don't need to fill it up. We're just going to pour some in. Okay, actually let's do a little more. Okay, and that's an empty mag there. So all we're going to do is simply place that on there, like so. Just going to press down. And it should pop up when it's done. So I'll have to catch any BBs. Yeah, there you go. So that's one done. So the other way you can empty the BBs out of there, I've seen, is you can place it on there. It sort of fits it perfectly on that. And then you can just push that on and it will empty out. But that's if you want to keep swapping it over, because if you're going to do that screw up, it's going to be annoying to keep taking it off if you need to empty that. But you're probably not going to need to empty it very often, maybe just at the very end of the day. Just try that again. Yeah, sort of just lifts it up a little bit when it's done. Let's try next one. So instead of, if you don't want to keep moving it, you can just do that, can't you? You're more likely to lose that. Right, let's try the 300 round mag. See how that does. I'm just going to place that on. Oh, there you go, it lifts it up. And that's it. Easy as that. But yeah, quite like that. Nice size. That'll fit in a dump pouch, no problem. Another thing I might be able to do, if I want to keep this battery, otherwise you have to use the smaller battery if you want it to actually fit inside. But I'm going to see if I can just Velcro that on like that. Let's see if I can attach that, or elastic bands maybe. Let's see. Yeah, it seems to be on. Connections at the back. Might be able to tuck these wires up there as well. Like so. Tuck that up. So like that. Batteries on the back. Cable's tucked up. So I could do that. Battery's not coming off. So yeah, you can always strap a bigger battery on the back of it if you wanted bigger capacity batteries. I'll leave the dimensions of the battery that they want you to put in there. I'll show that up on the screen somewhere. Right, so now we've got that on the back there, got this. Let's see if we can try and load this magazine. This is the only other mag I've got to try. And I think it's possibly this one, which I could be wrong. Oh, it was onto something there. Look. Started to load them in. Now these magazines aren't as easy to empty. Try that again. So I'm going to try and load this magazine with that end there. Yeah, did it quite well. So that's it. Don't think you can get any more in than that. Yeah, we'll do that one more time. Right, like that, and ready, go. Yeah, loads it quickly, doesn't it? So I think you can get, I think it's 22, 23 BBs in there on these sniper mags. Yeah, happy with that. I'm just going to mount, probably screw that on there, nice and tight. It didn't come with the Allen key for that. And it didn't come with a battery, but you can choose to have it with a battery. Let's try and load this magazine one more time. I'm just going to pop that right out of the way for that to fit. Just going to empty that. That one's already empty, and this one's already empty. Okay, let's go again. Right, 1, 2, 3. Yep. So it's done is it just sort of lifts it out of the way, and then the BB's going to start to go everywhere if you try and force it. Right, another one done. And then we're going to try the 300 round M4 AK style magazine again. Zoom out. There you go, probably a bit better. There we go. Just like that. All right, when you're done, just turn it off. Yeah, I like it. Not bad. For 60 euros, not a bad price really. Considering for the Odin, the wind-up one, I think that's got to be at least £40. So, yeah, I'd rather have an electric one. So I'm quite impressed with that. Because to be honest, the price of this one is about £300. So it was 240, and then you have to pay tax on that. So by the time it turns up, 300 quid later. The Vanguard, this is really powerful though. This is decent. Heavy duty, you're not likely to carry this one around with you, but it's possible you could take this with you on the field, carry it in a dump pouch or a bag or something like that. Yeah, quite impressed. Another option, instead of loading your mid-cap magazines with an electric speed loader, this is a high cap, but it's electric, so I've got a battery in here. So it does all the winding up for you. You can either manually press it, or you can just leave it. It's going to load the BBs up, wind a wheel, and start feeding the BBs out. And every now and again you can just turn it on to get it to wind and force the BBs up again. So yeah, that was another good price. Let me just check that one.